Students, we all know that atmosphere means sphere of air and it is an important realm of the earth. In my previous lecture video, I have discussed about the composition of the atmosphere. Those who have seen that video, they already know what are the constituents of air, and those who are new in my channel, they must go and check that video to see the composition of the atmosphere in detail. Today's lesson will be based on the discussion of the structure of the atmosphere. What does structure of atmosphere mean? The structure of the atmosphere means the layers of the atmosphere. Now these layers of the atmosphere are again classified on the basis of the two factors. Here in this schematic diagram of the structure of the atmosphere, you can see that the atmosphere structure is classified on the basis of two factors. Number one is chemical composition and number two is variation in temperature. Now, on the basis of the factor of chemical composition, atmosphere structure is classified into two segments. One is homosphere and the other one is heterosphere. The etymological meaning of the word homosphere is uniform region, because the word homo means uniform and sphere means region. And the etymological meaning of the word heterosphere is dissimilar region, because the word hetero means dissimilar and sphere means region. Now this is the classification of the structure of the atmosphere on the basis of the chemical composition. Now we are going to see that atmosphere structure is classified also on the basis of the variation in temperature. And there the atmosphere's layers are classified into 5 segments. Let us see that. Number 1 is troposphere. Number 2 is stratosphere. Number 3 is mesosphere, number 4 is thermosphere, and lastly number 5 is exosphere. So this is the entire schematic diagram of the structure of the atmosphere. Now I will go in detail about the homosphere, heterosphere and the troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere layers. The atmosphere can be divided into two layers based on the chemical composition. One is homosphere and the other one is heterosphere. Now let us see that what is the homosphere layer. See, the word homeo means uniform and sphere means region. Up to 90 km above the Earth's surface, there is no variation in the proportion of different gases found in the atmosphere. So now you have understood that there is a uniformity in the proportion of gases in the homosphere layer. Now I will discuss about heterosphere. Above the homosphere layer, there is the heterosphere layer, which extends up to nearly 10,000 km above the Earth's surface. Different gases in this layer vary in thickness and proportion. The heterosphere layer is again subdivided into 4 parts. Let us see that. The first part or the first layer which is present in the heterosphere part is molecular nitrogen layer. This molecular nitrogen layer is extending up to say 200 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Next layer is atomic oxygen layer. This layer is also extending between 200 km and 1100 km. Third layer is helium layer and it is stretching say from 1100 km to 3500 km. And the last layer in the heterosphere layer is the hydrogen layer, which is extending up to say 10,000 km. So this is in short the summary of the heterosphere layer. The layers of the atmosphere are classified on the basis of the temperature change. Each layer of the atmosphere has its own composition, density and thickness. Now let us see what are the names of these different layers of the atmosphere which are classified on the basis of the temperature. The first layer of the atmosphere, here you can see, is the troposphere. Above the troposphere, there is the stratosphere layer. Above the stratosphere layer, there is the mesosphere layer. And above the mesosphere layer, there is the thermosphere layer. And as you can see in this diagram, that above the thermosphere layer, there is an isothermal region. And finally, at the top part, you can see the exosphere layer. And finally, it is leading to space. Now, each layer of the atmosphere is separated from its next successive layer by a boundary zone which is demarcated by the word pause. See, the troposphere layer is separated from the stratosphere layer by a boundary zone which is known as the tropopause. Again, the stratosphere layer is separated from the mesosphere layer by another boundary zone which is known as the stratopause. The mesosphere layer is separated from the thermosphere layer by another boundary zone which is known as the mesopause. And above the thermosphere layer, as you can see, the isothermal region and finally the exosphere. And as I have said, it is finally leading to space. So from this diagram, you can at least understand that what are the different layers of the atmosphere and how are they structured above the Earth's surface. Now I will discuss each layer of the atmosphere in detail. The first layer of the atmosphere above the Earth's surface is the troposphere layer. The word troposphere has come from the Greek word where tropo means turn or change. So, troposphere is a variable zone or a turning zone. Now I will discuss the features of the troposphere. So, here you can see the first point goes, the lowest layer of the atmosphere is the troposphere. That you have seen in the diagram also, that just above the Earth's surface, the troposphere layer is the first layer of the atmosphere. Next point. It is the densest layer containing 75% of the total mass of the atmosphere. Third point states, changes in weather conditions like clouds, rain, snow, fog and storm occur in the troposphere due to the presence of water vapor. Fourth point, the thickness of this layer is not uniform. Its upper limit is 14 km above the equator and 8 km at the poles. Now the upper limit of the troposphere is demarcated by the boundary zone which is known as the tropopause. And this tropopause is a zone between the troposphere and the stratosphere layer. The next layer of the atmosphere, which is just above the troposphere layer, is the stratosphere layer. Some features of the stratosphere layer now I am going to discuss. So see here. The stratosphere layer extends from the tropopause till about 50 km from the Earth's surface. Second point, in the stratosphere layer, there is the ozonosphere layer, where a rich concentration of ozone is found. Now here I want to mention that ozone is very, very important for our survival, because this ozonosphere which is present in the stratosphere layer, as I have said that there is a huge concentration of ozone, and this ozone absorbs the harmful ultraviolet radiation of the sun. So the temperature in the stratosphere layer increases due to this reason also. Now let us see the other features of the stratosphere. The third point states, this layer of the atmosphere provides ideal conditions of flying for aircraft. The last point, the upper limit of the stratosphere is marked by the stratopause layer where temperature falls with altitude. So after the stratosphere layer, the next layer will be the mesosphere layer. The third layer of the atmosphere after the stratosphere layer is the mesosphere layer. It extends above the stratopause for nearly 80 kilometers. Some of the features of the mesosphere are discussed over here. So let us see that. The first point of the mesosphere layer states that temperature decreases with increasing height in the mesosphere. At 80 km, temperature becomes lowest about minus 93 degrees centigrade. Second point states, meteors that come from the outer space towards the earth get burnt in this layer. And third point states, pressure of air is also very low in this layer. Now, between the mesosphere layer and the thermosphere layer, there is the layer known as, which is the boundary zone, and it is known as mesopause. Now, what is mesopause? The height at which in the mesosphere the fall of the temperature ceases is known as mesopause. So, the next layer of the atmosphere which I am going to discuss is the thermosphere. Above the mesosphere layer, the next important layer of atmosphere is the thermosphere. Here I have mentioned some of the characteristics of the thermosphere. So follow the board. The first point states that in the thermosphere layer, temperature rises rapidly and becomes nearly 1200 degrees centigrade at the elevation of 500 kilometer. Now what is elevation? Elevation means height or altitude. Now see the second point. The second point states that in this layer, ionization of gas molecules take place. So this layer is also known as ionosphere. Third point states, from the ionosphere, radio waves are reflected back to the earth. It helps in maintaining the world radio communication system. And the last point states that auroras are seen in the night sky, develop in this layer at high latitudes. Now what are auroras? Auroras are the colorful lights which are seen in the thermosphere layer and they develop at high latitudes. Now the next layer is exosphere. Above the thermosphere layer, there is the exosphere layer of the atmosphere. Now follow the board to see the important characteristics of the exosphere layer. The first point of the characteristics of exosphere states that in this layer, temperature increases with height but not so rapidly as in the thermosphere. Second point states that at 650 km above the Earth's surface, temperature increases to nearly 1240 degrees centigrade. The third point states that the air is very light in this layer and gradually merges into the space. So, this is the entire discussion of the structure of the atmosphere. I think this discussion was helpful to you, but if you have any more queries regarding the structure of the atmosphere, you can definitely send me mail in my mail ID, shravanimamsclass@gmail.com, and those who are new in my channel, subscribe the channel and hit the bell button for further notifications. Thank you.